Welcome to GCCars. My name is Eric, and today we're going to take a walk around and walk through this 2021 Nissan Armada Platinum, all new generation for this year, the Armada. And this is the Platinum, so this is the top trim, and I got it for a week. And yeah, you can see all the stats on the right hand side. In this walk around, we are going to take a look at the exterior, the interior, the engine, and the trunk. And it's basically just like you were at a dealership and we're looking at it yourself, just you don't have to leave your house for that. So without further ado, just want to say one more thing. As always, I do a full review on this Armada, so I can tell you if I like it, if it's worth the money, if it drives well, and all the good stuff. So if you want to see that and know more about this Armada, click in the top right hand corner right now to go right there. Now let's take a look at the exterior. First of all, we got 20-inch wheels right here, 22-inch wheels, sorry. It's always funny that 22s look tiny on these SUVs. Well, they look kind of regular size, even though they're massive. And then, of course, the front fully redesigned here. We actually have the new Nissan logo, which on the website looks pretty different because this looks very similar to the old one. But if you just look at the outline, that's basically what you find on like the website and everywhere. But it definitely looks better, I think, at the grille. Generally, more sharper, more edges here up front. We also, of course, have our V8 badge. We got a V8 under here that we're going to take a look at in a bit. I think the side overall, I don't think it quite works with the front because the front is like very edgy. The side is a lot more softer, especially this vent here on the side. We got side steps all around, a lot of chrome trim. And in the back, it's kind of a mix out of the edges and the more curvy side of the side. Of course, we have manufacturer plates right here. And but in general, I think it looks pretty good. Now let's take a look at the interior. Start off with the front row. There we go. It's getting a little windy out here. Okay, so that's the front row. We already see a lot of leather, a lot of wood paneling. It looks actually really nice. And our seats are actually quilted leather. I love how they look. Take a look all the way in the back, second and third row. And of course, we also have a nice little sunroof right here. Now let's start her up. Why don't we do that? There we go. You can put the map on full screen by pressing the button down here again. Now let's put this all down a little because I don't want to have too much noise. So first of all, we have a lot of buttons in a lot of very interesting places here on the steering wheel, and we have a lot of menus we can go through. Although I find it all a little bit too convoluted, but maybe that's just me not having that much experience with this SUV so far. Like I said, this is my second day. I'm going to spend a whole week with it, right? But let's go a little more over the interior. Like I said, we got the wood right here. We got plastic just sticking out of the wood for our memory seats. Then again, leather here, which got a little more leather than would be necessary, so we have it a bit wavy actually. More plastic switchgear right here, but we have a lot of storage room down there. Foot operated parking brake. On the left hand side, we have our heated steering wheel. We can open our trunk. And we have our 360 shield enabler, and in the center area we have our controls for the touchscreen, which is, like I said, also touchscreen for our entertainment and all the good stuff. We can let's go home menu. There we go, and then we have the split view. We can use the dial, or like I said, we can use it as a touchscreen. Now, one thing I want to show you is because with cameras. This camera is hilariously bad. I kid you not. Like, this is YouTube 360p has better resolution. I don't know if it shows on your it shows for you. Also beeps very loudly at me, but you can probably change that. But yeah, this backup camera is really bad, which is funny considering that our rearview mirror is also camera, and this one is actually really good. And we also have settings, so if you want to have it brighter or less bright, you can do that. You can put it down and up, like that. You can put it more left, more right. There's a lot of features, a lot of things you can do. So you can even rotate the view. So you can really put that in the way that you need it. And if you ever want to flex on anybody with a different car, just ask them if their car has a has a language option for the mirror. I don't think many cars have that. Get some more storage up here, maybe for sunglasses. And down here, we have, press this up, we have a wireless phone charger, and we have our cigarette lighter for dash cams or stuff like that. USB-C, regular USB. Then right here we have our 4 high and 4 low shifter. We cannot switch into 2 high, we only have auto for that, but then we have a snow mode, traction control off in tow. Pretty standard shifter right here, and our trailer braking controls over here. Now, of course, we have cup holders up front as well, and we have a center console that is pretty decently sized. Okay, now with that out of the way, one more thing, we can also change the rear climate controls if we want to here, but let's just let them stay where they're at. Center console, right, almost forgot. So center console, obviously pretty big. We got a little tray we can take out and put on either side if we'd like to. We have a little outlet for cables, which is nice. In general, a lot of room here as well. So you definitely won't run out of storage, I think, in this Armada. But let's go into the second row, where we have the captain's chairs. You can have optionally, you can have a full a bench, right? So you have 8 people seating capacity. Like this, you only have 7. Hi. We have screens right here, as you can see. You can connect with HDMI, you can connect USB, you can connect your phone with aux. And in general, what's really cool is you can open the center console from here, and you can grab in there without really annoying the drivers or having to be like, oh, and you're just gonna grab all over this. Also, if you're not driving, you can sit on this if you want to talk to the people. Then we have this giant wood center console. Once again, really nice. We have cup holders right here. We have storage down here. And we have even more storage down here, which actually goes pretty deep, as you can see. It goes very deep. Some more storage behind both seats. And over here we also have good amount of storage for our drinks or whatever we may be carrying around. The vent up here is really nice because you can put it down all the way, basically like a curtain around the rear windows. And yeah, that's the second row. I think it looks pretty nice. But let's hop into the third row before we take a look at the trunk and the engine. So just easily plug this, and it automatically goes over, and you can easily go into this. I'm just gonna leave the door open. So yeah, you have an okay amount of room, I would say. We can obviously put the headrest up. You have an okay amount of room. I don't know if you can see this. Hi. But there you go. It's obviously not made for like adults, but it would work for a little drive. It would be okay. I think it's doable. And we have more cup holders. What is really nice about the third row is that the window here is really nice and big, so you can easily look out of it and you don't feel as cramped as you would maybe in some other ones. Now, we can also change our the angle. We can kind of recline them a little if we want to. We can also do that in the back. I just noticed we still have the wrap around this, never was removed. But yeah, let me just do one thing. Also, if we want to lay down the seats and just use it as a cargo area, we just basically pin it down once, and there you go. Now you'll have a nice flat. Can't talk today. Nice flat load floor once you put those down. That's pretty nice. But actually, I just forgot one thing, because we do need to get here. I'll put you down. There we go. Sorry, I just needed to use my camera arm for that. Also, heated seats here in the back, our own climate controls, and let's jump out of the second row and go here to the back. Just tap that, and your back, your tailgate slowly opens up. Room is pretty decent here, even with the third row up, I think. Of course, we have an outlet if you need one right under here. And yeah, a lot of storage. We have some more storage down here. Okay, put that back. And the cool thing is, if you want to lay down the seats, you can do so electronically. So just put these two down, Admittedly though, takes quite a while. Like a long time. Really a long time. But now you would see, this would be the second row down, right? You have plenty of space. Plenty of space. 95.4 cubic feet if you lay down the second and the third row. So I don't think anybody will need much more space than that. And if you do need more, yeah, there's always U-Haul, right? So what we will be seeing here too is that you can recline them more. So if I were to recline them all the way, we wouldn't really have much space. So I was just kind of put them up relatively straight, because right now there's nobody riding in the third row. Anyway, okay, that's the second, that's the trunk. Only thing I find a little bit of an issue is that the load floor is really high. As you can see, it's kind of on my hip. So if I were to carry very heavy things, I would not enjoy putting them here, because it is kind of a high load floor. But let's close that trunk again and take a look at the engine. Once again, open her up. Now we have that one right over here. Okay. And take a look at the V8. Was it to the left? I think it was to the left. Yes. There we go. There we have our 5.6 liter endurance V8, naturally aspirated, 400 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque, and it's made it to a 7-speed automatic. Plenty of torque, plenty of power, plenty of thirst for gas as well. But no, it's really nice. Of course, because it is a V8, super smooth power delivery and very comfortable to drive in. All right, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you here in this quick showcase of this 2021 Nissan Armada Platinum. Like I said, we have the full review in the top right hand corner, or just about probably on the right hand side now for you if you want to get more in depth with this. Also, in the next few days, I will upload POV drives, one night and one highway POV drive, where we test a bunch more features and the headlights and all that, and you can kind of get a sense of how it is to drive this Platinum Armada out of the first person perspective. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any more videos, and I hope I'll see you next one. Thank you and goodbye.